I should be live again. Let me also put this up. We're gonna go to 100. I'm not gonna be talking as much since I thought I changed the thumbnail. Why isn't the thumbnail changed? Hold up. Now you hear an echo. Let me get rid of that. I thought I changed the thumbnail. Let me change the thumbnail. I thought I changed the thumbnail. Nah. Give me the other picture that I have. So we're gonna go to death 100. I am not gonna stop the stream until I get to death 100. Maybe I should have said those exact words. I'm gonna have to take a break once the lunch break comes in. But yeah, we're going to death 100. That was fun though. That 4-man was fun. I can't shut up about it. That new phase was definitely fun. It has all the aspects and things that I was looking forward to. I think if we're rushing, we're gonna have to focus on the arms and whatnot. I mean, his actual hands instead of the rings. I might need to do that with this one. I have no clue. I just realized my music is still playing in the background. It's still Doom music. Can't go wrong with Doom. Anyways, let me also pull up my thing. Link says I have 9 floors to 100, but my 90 clear was literally 1459. Dang. I would say just keep at it. Like, at the very least, the other floors shouldn't be as bad. I feel like most of the times when you get to like 90, 80, and all that jazz, the ones that are in the 10s, like 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then 100, that phase 3 is what's going to throw a lot of people off, and I don't know how that's going to throw me off, because I was off by 30 seconds, so you have to literally be on point with all your other stuff in the beginning phases. For me, what I'm stuck at right now, actually, I wouldn't say I'm stuck. I'm at the 2-minute mark, if done correctly. So I am most likely going to be using all the boosters I can to fight against this sedan, and I am going to be popping some 250s and 150. Beef says, if I did it, so can you. Oh wait, did you actually get it? Did you actually complete it, Beef? You actually got to death 100? Hey there, Orc. How you doing? Now, I'm gonna go in silent mode. I'll be silently reading the chat while I'm fighting, but I'm gonna be in the fighting mode music. Because I still need to get through death 99. I could have completed it before that 4-man run. However, the tornado came out of nowhere, smacked me when I stunned the damn bastard. So, yeah. Anyways, let me just mute myself. I'll still be silently reading the chat, but you won't see me respond until afterwards.
それでもその小さな命強く輝いている。
That's only 99. Now slowly getting to 100. This was the adversing markers. You got a chunk. Oh yeah, you got a chunk. Like with that, I haven't seen the Phantom Rod time, but I know that I would be using rifle and I would be scratching the 100 mark. Now since I'm using luster, I might be off a couple minutes. Now before I do anything with me attempting level 100, I need to figure out one important little snippet when it comes to this stupid weapon that I'm holding. There's one particular thing that I need to test out, and it's this signal thingy. Now, you guys can't see it because of the camera, but I have this thing. Now, this thing is really fucking useful, but it's a one-time use. So I'm going to demonstrate what it does. Now, I also need to figure out, and I'm going to put the camera back on again because I need to figure this out tremendously. I need to figure out when I know when to pop this damn thing. Hey there, PJ. Trying to attempt to death 100. In terms of the format, we were close. I think we were close to beating the hell out of Saddam. But right now I'm trying to figure out how to read this weapon with this camo on. I also need to fight a bunch of enemies to show how deadly this thing is. Okay, okay, so that's how I know when the weapon is ready, but it takes 30 seconds for it to charge. You see the orange glow on it? Yeah, this thing? Giant fucking AoE. Problem is, after you use that, it is shit. So let me try to figure that out again. Problem is, I had to have 30 seconds for that to kick in. And it's gonna take me a while to swap to that. Now, this only works, I would say, on phase 3 with the rings. If you really want to pop them. But, it's a one-time use. I just need to figure out, once again, when the weapon is charged. Now what I could do is just ignore this weapon and just go ham on his hands regardless. Because the problem with this weapon is that it needs 30 seconds to charge up. The best way to actually get this charged up before that time hits is when you, is when you get that particular cutscene when you're moving from phase 2 to phase 3. Okay, it's not charged yet. It has to have a bigger charge. So what I might end up doing is using it a bit before I can actually do a normal attack. The moment it hits a normal attack, I need to swap out. Alright, I think I got enough practice with that. It has to have a huge orange glow to it. But yeah, now we're going to death 100. Oh, so death 100, I need to go nuts with it. I need to feed my mag too. I had to make sure everything's on point, because every bit helps. Death 100. We're going to death 100. Now, once I'm done with this, I do want to test out my Phantom Rifle. Alright. I'm going to stop talking and get back into fighting mode. Ouch. Ouch. I am not accepting that. We're retrying again. That was embarrassing. Alright, retry.
Turn your back on all you have loved for. It is dawn, it is
Alright. So, assessment 1, I missed one of the lesser times. 2, I've been fucking up. So I gotta... Wait, what the fuck? No, shoot, get that. What was it popping up? You know, I should have a retry count. Let me do that. Like, I was not satisfied with that run. I was fucking up a lot. I think also in the beginning, I did not put on my gel in quickly. So, where's the... There's a lot of mistakes I can easily point out and be like, yeah, nah, that should have been better. Retry attempt 3. Yeah, so you'll see a number right there. Like, I gotta be on point with this, because if I don't, then I'm not gonna have a good time. Like, the fact that I didn't get there around, like... The ideal time I want to try to get there is around 9:30. I missed my Lester time, I missed that Jenna in the beginning. It's like, I gotta be on point with this shit. Also, I have my team buffs to... Oh, that's getting poof on me. That's getting poof on me, too. But yeah, anyways, back to concentrating. I don't like that time. I do not like that time. That was 8:30. My earlier time was 9. That means I'm still missing some shit. The fact that I got frozen too actually played against me. Maybe I should go eat. It's almost 12. This is gonna be attempt number 4 now. I'm missing stuff. I know what I need to do. I'm missing it all. I missed my luster time. I missed my... I got a few seconds off because I got frozen. I need to apply gelin almost all the time. Yeah, it's not needed. Like, if you have it, good on you, but it's all about skill. It's a number of things. The big thing you would need is SSAs and the right units and weapons to do the job. It doesn't matter about Guardian Soul. Like, to talk about Guardian Soul is like, oh yeah, this is like something you need. No, it's not something you need. I accidentally said that on like Hiropi's stream or his podcast, but it's not something you need. It helps with other factors, but if you can't really stack on it, then don't go for it. The big thing is you want those SSAs, you want to try to emphasize as much attack as you can, along with PP and or HP. The fact that people are kind of stressing, oh yeah, you need a Guardian Soul. No, you don't fucking need a Guardian Soul. You need SSAs. You need all these other things that make survivability. But then in terms of the Death 100 push, it's like, you need everything that can be used to help you get there. You don't need Guardian Soul, but you do want your SSA. You don't want, like, a flat number damage, you want a percent damage. This is why percent numbers are better than fucking flat number damage. Like, Phrase Decay is really good if you're able to slap on gelin. If you can't, then that might be an issue. But there should, if you do a party run, there should be a way to slap on a gelin. And that is something you would want. If you're doing solo content, that will vary. But once again, this ultimately falls on your own playstyle and stuff. This is why augments and affixes are just used, like, even if you don't want Guardian Soul, it's like, look at the other damn shit. Why is everyone so obsessed with Guardian Soul? It's like people want to jack off the fucking Guardian Soul. Like, the only reason why I do it is because it's actually a challenge in terms of fucking augmenting and fixing it. But nowadays, it's not even a challenge because it's pretty much straight up gambling. The thing is putting everything else with the damn Guardian Soul and making it look nice. Like, I still don't have, like, the thing about Guardian Soul, it makes you a bit relaxed because it's amplifying a lot of things. A Guardian Soul, if you're able to stack on so many other multipliers, it's just gonna make you tanky when you're not supposed to be tanky. Like, I could easily do, Extreme Quest without worrying as much, especially if I play on Phantom, because I have Guardian Soul and a Crack 5 and Return to 5. It's all these multipliers that are stacked with you. Now, why am I here? Because I need to actually go to the cafe and get some stuff. But it's like, the problem is people kind of... The thing is, how about you? The problem is people kind of rely on all these other videos and sources, and the question is, can they really do it themselves? Because it's like, yeah, you could show a video where you don't have Guardian Soul. Yeah, you could show a video where you use the basic equipment to do higher death. But the question is everyone doing it? And not only that, my question is, what class are you exactly playing? Because another thing you gotta note is that if you go Skyon, most of the time it's gonna be kind of a breeze to do it, compared to that of a regular class. Now, I know that Dave was able to do it like Death 100 with Gunner, and that in itself is challenging because Gunner has a lot of skills that you gotta invest in and you kinda have to do. It takes practice to make it second nature and very easy. Same can be said with any fighters. Like, it's with any class whatsoever, even though, like, once again, I'll diss a bit on Skyon. It's just that, like, Skyons tend to just be an easy sort of thing. Like, depending on what the weapon is, it might be a different story. Like, going Phantom Katana, going Phantom Rifle, trying to do Death 100 with it might be a challenge compared to that of Phantom Rod. There's so many factors you gotta consider. But the big thing is, when people make a point, people will use that certain points and just say, oh yeah, this guy could do it at Death 100 with basic gear. The question is, can you do it? That's what I'm annoyed with when people try to make a point, but they don't really stress the pros and cons to it, because people will most likely use that as an excuse and be like, oh yeah, that person did it, and it's like, yeah, okay, that person did it, how about you? It doesn't matter if that person is able to do it. The question is, are you as a player able to do the same sort of thing? Okay, that was a tangent rant that I went on about. Like, I don't know what. And the other thing I'm kind of questioning about is like what Global might have did on the sidelines. But anyways, I'm trying to get to death 100. I'm already fucking up here and there. I already know that I'm fucking up. Like that's a good thing if you're able to point it out yourself. You don't need someone else to tell you. You know that you're not doing that well. Another thing is, obviously, I'm not doing the optimal and best sort of time, especially for Luster FOMO style, because I know that there's several other videos out there that can do better, but I'm doing it in my way. Like, I don't know if anyone's still using 2-click. Like, if you're able to point out these flaws, then that's good, and that's something you should be able to do regardless of a video game or in real life. You need to make sure that, hey, look, I gotta be critical on myself. Hey, look, this is something that needs to be worked on and stuff. This is self-improvement. You don't need to rely on people. And you don't need to rely on other things as well. Like, if you have the best gear, best equipment, sure, that's great. Make sure you have the fucking skills to go along with it. That, like, Saddam is not that challenging unless you make it challenging. And not only that, it's challenging because you're trying to get to death 100 beating a fucking sponge. Saddam in itself, like, I'm annoyed with how easy it is in terms of his movesets. Now, in terms of beating him up, of course it's gonna be difficult because of the fucking HP curve. But the thing is, like, it's still a challenge. Same can be Masquerade, climbing to death 999. If people are able to climb nowadays, it's not that difficult compared to that of back then when it's only like maybe 10 a day or something, whatever the limit is. And it's like, these things are just high up there. The only issue that I have with this thing is that I'm fighting against a goddamn sponge that hits hard. I don't like it when they don't add a bit of flair to it. Like the new urgent quest with the 4-man TPD. That is interesting because that is what a fucking boss fight is supposed to be. But no, they put it in that instead of this. It would have been nice to actually fight against that form. I really like that new phase of his, like the one where he's acting all Dio-like. Anyways, let me make sure I got everything I need, and then I'm gonna have to concentrate again. Yeah, like that's the problem. Saddam, like the thing about Saddam, and this is why I would always recommend Masquerade as a first practice partner compared to Saddam. Masquerade is good to let you understand all these different movesets, and he will force you into getting out of certain photon arts or techniques or whatever you're spamming a bunch of. He's gonna make you adapt. He wants you to become flexible. Now, if you're fighting the lower Masquerades, it's not a big issue. Like, if you're still not familiar with the game, like, fighting against him in the beginning is gonna be a learning curve. But as you continue to progress forward and forward, he's just gonna be annoying. Now, yes, you will understand his moveset, and you will be able to guess it like second nature. It's like, oh yeah, he's doing that moveset, so I'm gonna do this. His attack speed is increased, his damage is increased, his HP is increased, and all that jazz. But he's still got some of the gimmicks like the nerf. The nerfing part is interesting because he forces you out of that photon art. And like, if you have a prolonged fight where he starts to nerf everything, it's just gonna be a pain in the butt unless you do something really dumb. Good and or bad. But with Saddam, he's more of like, I'm a sponge, you gotta kill me. His moveset isn't that interesting, and it's not that difficult for you to use him as a true practice partner. Masquerade is still the #1 practice partner I'll recommend because he forces you out of comfort zone. If you're spamming a certain photon art, he'll get you out of it. For Saddam, you could do the same photon art or technique or whatever have you against him, but the issue with Saddam is that he just has a shit ton of HP to the point where when you get to death 100, he just has a lot of it, and you gotta make sure that you know everything and hit everything. This is like trying to do like a full counter or a full combo, full clear on like an PSO2 game or like a rhythm game. You need to make sure you know your shit. You can't be off even for a millisecond. The fact that I got frozen, the fact that I missed a lot of my hits out of Luster time, it's kind of up there. But once again, the thing is, it doesn't matter if you have the best equipment, you need a balance of things. You need a balance of the actual things you need for your equipment. You need to make sure that you have the right things so you can do the job. And you can test it out by doing these different deaths and seeing that you can do it. Like, the problem is, for me, I am limited because I'm using 2-click. I feel like I would be doing better if I use 3-click, but I'm not gonna back out on my word, and I nerf myself because that's what I decided to do. I ain't gonna back out on my promise, so I'm forever using 2-click until I get that 4K subs. If I don't get 4K, then forever I'm 2-click. So it's like you gotta push yourself, you gotta challenge yourself. Now this is retry number 3. Like I don't care what that person can do. Can you do it? If you're able to do monkey see monkey do, then do monkey see monkey do. If you see this person spamming this photon art a lot of time and doing it in this certain way, then you try to imitate it. If you don't like how it's done, then you tamper with it, you improve on it, you mess around with it. It's not that hard. But the problem I have with like people saying, oh yeah, that person can do it, is like, can you fucking do it? Stop making excuses. Do something. Like, I took the time to actually work with Luster as many times as I can. Anyways, enough of my chit chat. Let's get back into comments.
I want to satisfy my wants more than a little distress. There can't have no wrong people crossing this is money disease is what I know. Say all my friends and sitting here and store and a little experience.
Okay, I don't think I'm in my A game anymore. Because it's like, I'm not hitting everything right. I'm off beat. I think I'm just tired. Like, shit. Like, I'm messing up all the basic stuff that I should be evading. And I think I've just got like a burnout fighting against this guy. Especially since I was practicing earlier. Now, I could aim for the weak point drink. But I don't feel like doing that. Just because if I'm able to do all these deaths without a weak point drink, I can most likely push it and challenge myself to just try to attempt it anyways. Now, though, once again, I don't think I'm in the right mood. Because it's like I'm messing up a lot. I'm just gonna fool around with Death 100. I'm off in terms of timing. I'm off when it's trying to get the triangle thing. So I'm just gonna fuck around with this guy. Like, I'm on retry attempt number, technically, 6. But this is just me doing a practice run, because it's like, I'm messing up. I know I'm messing up. I can't get my normal attacks right. Can't get my usual counters right. I can't get certain things right. I need to correct that. The big thing too is that when I'm getting in there, it's not slapping onto Jellin unless I'm shooting wrong. I don't like using Hollow Point because it does have a range to it. If I'm not in the right distance, I'm not going to be hitting him. So right now this is just me messing around with him because apparently I'm out of tune. Okay, now it applies. That means I gotta have to do it before I get off the camp ship. I guess I should do it all the way through. The big thing is I need to make sure... I'll do an outro attempt again later, but... Big thing is like this triangle thing needs to pop up when I'm doing it. I need to make sure that I deplete all of the weapon gauge stuff. And then the big thing is to make sure my luster time hits. Now... Another problem I'm going to bump into is that PP problem. What I could do is just do that, do that, do that, do this, Psycho again. Gotta have to interrupt because he's doing that. Pop it, activate. Or I could just do an actual run through of this. Ah, fuck it. We'll just use this one as a test run then. Yeah, so the big thing was to put Jellin in the beginning. I wasn't doing that. It might have got off when I got out of camp ship, or once again, it's the range. Alright, I'm missing my triangle. Where's my triangle? There we go. Jellin's off. Gotta reapply that. I said I reapply it, but I did not reapply it yet. Now I can reapply it. That's another thing I gotta be careful of. Don't chase them up there. There's no point for me to chase them up there. Swap, do that, counter, 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 counter. Don't really need to do this one. Oh no, I was in the right moveset. Give me back this one. Alright, so I think that's a bit better. I need to apply Jellin. Alright, swap. He's gonna do 3 bursts. Evade, evade, evade. Then you teleport, then I do that, then activate my Jellin. Get back into the hurricane. He's gonna be landing right there. Start going ham on him. Then he's doing his 3. 1, 2, 3. I think I messed that one up slightly. And then you gotta do that hurricane move, which I... Oh wait, no, it's the wrong one. Fuck. That one hurts. Now I should activate my luster time since it is up. Now the hurricane's coming, and I hate that stupid hurricane. Now I gotta reposition, evade. Now I gotta swap. Now he's gonna do his 3. And I mistimed that. I should actually get a full bar so I can do my luster time thing. Not really hitting him, but... Shit. No, wrong move. Evade, evade. Activate my triangle. No, don't chase. Bad me. Off by a millisecond. There we go. Activate Jellin. I think I'm actually stuck around 9 minutes to actually piss him off. Granted that I do piss him off. Still a bit off. I didn't go ham in the very beginning. Yeah, my time's off. It's at 8. Jellin's off. That's bad. Get my triangle back up. Get Jellin back in. Yeah, I'm off badly. Did I even take a drink? I don't remember. That's team boost. Yeah, I didn't take a premium drink. That actually... that actually counts against me. Oh well. What was that time? Like 8? I think I could do better. Yeah, I'm mistiming these things too. I think I'm burned out. Yeah. Most likely... I'm gonna have to try this again later. Like, I don't think I'm mentally prepared anymore. stay right there. Miss off a couple of hits. Try step guarding as well instead of dodging with weapon action. I don't know. I like the what is it, weapon action one because I actually maintain air, but I guess it depends on the situation for me. Like the big thing is that the big thing is that fire one, when I get to the second one, I cannot. Well, no, I can time it. It's just that I gotta be in the right. It's kind of second nature for me. It's like, if I'm in the correct mood, I could actually do it. If I'm not, and I think about it, maybe that's it. I'm thinking about it. Like, it has to be second nature. But, I don't know. I think I'm getting a burnout because my brain isn't really in the mood anymore. Because it was like, I was in the mood when I was doing the 4-man. But when I'm slowly getting over here, it's like, I'm not feeling it. Like, I can most likely do the lowest stages. I can most likely try and attempt to it. But actually going, like, full clear mode, I don't know. Maybe I'm making excuses. Either way, I don't think I'm actually mentally prepared. I think I got a burnout from that 4-man one. Yeah, like, me guarding and stuff is fine. I understand how it works, it's just that, I don't know, I'm mistiming some stuff. Some of these things, it's like, I shouldn't have got hit by that, but I am getting hit by it. Why? Because it's either I cannot process it correctly, or it's just that I'm not just feeling it. But once again, excuses. I really hate it when he climbs up like that. I got hit by the tornado when I saw it coming. Yeah, I don't think I'm mentally prepared right now. My brain's not, like, registering properly. Or it's just my buttons aren't. I see, my luster will just pop from that when I was on time. I don't know. It's just that I think I just got burned out from, like, ranting. I'm getting old. Like I said, it's kind of like... Because pretty much Death 100 is like a full clear. Especially with the the additional stage over there. Like, I'll get to it, don't worry, I'll complete it. But I really have to be in that right mindset. And I think my brain just burned out and says, I don't know about doing it right now. It's like trying to make a masterpiece, but then it's like, I'm critiquing myself too much. I don't think I'm in the right mood. All these other excuses. Like, your enemy, when it comes to self-improvement, is yourself. Because, I mean, it's a good and or bad thing. It's a double-edged sword. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to make it. This part I do not like because of that. However, if I'm able to... Ah, now too early. Little hiccup mistakes. Just not in the mood. Should have evaded that one. Yeah, I'm off. What was it? Around 8 minutes was when I pissed him off in second phase. I could have been super aggressive in that phase to actually get to this one. So, I am able to do it. It's just that right now, literally, I don't think I'm in the mood for it. I think I got a burnout right now with this guy. Yeah, nope. Yeah, it just shows you, like, this thing is doable. It's just that, once again, you gotta make sure everything's on point. This is pretty much like a full clear. So, I'm gonna be looking at my own replay and figure out what is up with it. I got a feeling that it's just my mentality right now because it's not there. Another thing too, I forgot a drink, I guess, because I didn't see the buff for that on me. So I need a drink. I could get a weak point, but at the same time, I feel like that's going to just change up how my results are, especially since I wasn't aiming for that in my previous run. So I would, if need be, if I really want to clear it, I might consider it. But at the same time, I feel like I could do without that. What else? Make sure that I eat my stir fries. Make sure I got the premium, or at least an attack drink boost. And then I just need to make sure that I'm on point on all my counters and dodge, and making sure my lusted time actually hits, because there was like a couple times where it didn't actually consider it. So that's it. I didn't get to death 100, but I got a feeling that I can do it. However, I just really need to be in the right mindset mentality for it. Right now it's just that, yeah, no, I don't think I am in the right mentality after the 4-man. After I gave it up my all and it's like, oh, dead. So, yeah, I'll be able to do it next time, hopefully. I either gonna have to record it or I do it as a stream. I don't think I can do it as a stream because... Can I do it as a stream? I don't know. Now I'm just making excuses. See? I'm a hypocrite too, by the way. I either will record it or do it as a stream, but the big thing is I have to be on point with everything that is my style and what I am doing in all these runs. How to make sure that I actually get my counters off, how to make sure that my positioning isn't bad, how to make sure that the lusted time actually hits, how to make sure that the gelling hits as well. The other problem I noticed, especially since I became a bit lax during this run, was I wasn't applying gelling as much when I should have. The other thing too is PP management, because I did have an issue at the very beginning with PP, so it was like, I shouldn't have that. I should at least capitalize on those counters and regen my gear and my PP through those means. Yeah, it's just a sponge. And I don't think I'm having as much fun compared to the 4-man because of that new phase. That new phase is a huge challenge. And it's like, that is so much fun compared to this boring one. But anyways, once again, excuses. I am able to push through it. Most likely it's just that I had to be physically and mentally prepared. Because I ain't physically meant to be... I'm physically prepared, but not mentally. That's the problem. I gotta change that mindset, so... Pretty much that's it. Did at least 6 attempts with this guy. On and off. With the last one that I did, it shows I can get to phase 3, but the timing isn't as good. I think ideal time limit to have remaining would be like 2 or 3. Granted that I go ham on those remaining minutes, but anyways, practice. And also gotta get into that right mindset, because if you're not in the right mindset, you ain't gonna clear it. It's pretty much like doing your reps and going through all of it, and if you don't have the right mindset, it's like you ain't gonna get through it. But you gotta persevere. So I'm gonna, once again, practice most likely off stream. I'm gonna do another stream in 12 hours from now. I'm not looking forward to that because that is at midnight. 12 hours from now, there's gonna be another 4-man. I'm gonna most likely run it with my usual party. Let me mute the music. But yeah, it's, what is it? It's at 12 a.m. I'm gonna most likely stream around 11 a.m. to get warm-ups. But anyways, that is it. I'll see you guys at the next one. Peace. Oh wow, I am so not into it because I cannot find my ending thing and I was looking the wrong area.